Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the sometimes boring but always important corporate filings. Today we're diving into a report from Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust. Sounds exciting, right? Well, stick with me because there's a behind-the-scenes shift happening that could affect how this company operates and potentially your investments. We will be looking at who's in charge of selling shares and how they are repurchasing them. Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust, based out of New York, filed this report on April 11, 2025. It's essentially a notification that they're changing who manages the sale of their shares. They had someone doing it before, and now they're switching to someone else within their own company group. This is like changing the point person for a big project, and we need to understand why and what it means. Okay, so what's this material definitive agreement all about? In plain language, it means they've made a serious official deal. In this case, it involves changing the dealer manager for their ongoing offering of securities. Securities are basically investments like stocks or bonds, and the offering is how they sell these investments to people. They are offering it to accredited investors, which are people who meet certain income or net worth requirements. So they are assumed to be financially sophisticated enough to understand the risks. Previously, a company called Independent Brokerage Solutions LLC, or the prior dealer manager, was in charge of selling these securities. Now, Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust is moving this responsibility to Fortress Wealth Solutions LLC. The new dealer manager is connected to FCR Advisors LLC, which is the company's advisor, so it's like keeping things in the family. To make this change official, they've created a new dealer manager agreement. Think of it as a contract that spells out the terms of the deal between Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust, their advisor, and the new dealer manager. There's also an updated agreement for the brokers who will actually be selling the securities. These agreements outline how the new dealer manager will take over selling the offering. Most of the terms are the same as before, but the key change is who's running the show. It also includes an updated form of participating broker-dealer agreement that is reflecting the transition from the prior dealer manager to the new dealer manager. Now, let's look at other events. This section often contains important updates that don't necessarily fit into the other categories. In this case, it involves the company's share repurchase plan. A share repurchase plan, sometimes called a buyback, is when a company uses its own money to buy back its shares from investors. This can be a way to increase the value of the remaining shares, as there are fewer shares outstanding. Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust has amended its share repurchase plan to reflect the change in dealer manager. It sounds like they've basically just updated the plan to show that the new dealer manager is now involved. The rest of the plan remains the same. The report includes exhibits, which are basically attachments that provide more detailed information. There's the amended and restated share repurchase plan, the dealer manager agreement, and the form of participating broker-dealer agreement. These documents give you the full picture of what's going on with this change in dealer manager. Now let's step back and think about what this all means. On the surface, changing a dealer manager might not seem like a big deal, but it's worth asking why Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust decided to make this move. Did they have issues with the previous dealer manager? Do they believe the new dealer manager will be more effective? Moving the dealer manager role to an affiliated company could save money on fees and allow for better control over the sales process. However, it also raises questions about potential conflicts of interest. Will the new dealer manager prioritize the interests of the company or its investors? It is hard to tell. The share repurchase plan also deserves a closer look. Is the company buying back shares because they believe they are undervalued? Or is it a way to boost the stock price in the short term? Without more information, it's hard to say for sure. Overall, this report highlights some important changes happening at Fortress Credit Realty Income Trust. While the change in dealer manager might seem like a minor detail, it's a reminder that even seemingly small decisions can have a big impact on a company and its investors. It will be interesting to see how the company performs with the new dealer manager in place. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Corporate Decoder deep dives. Let me know in the comments what SEC filing you want me to decode next.